Hi.
Hi, Spring.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, Cynthia. Come on in.
Thank you. Oh, it's so beautiful.
We love the open floor plan. It's something that's just so simple for us. We're empty nesters, and we've moved from a really big footprint to a footprint that is highly manageable. So we love it. We love the layout of it and everything. This house was built on a spectacular view. So our big selling point was the view, and you'll get to see that here in just a minute. But it's a 4-bedroom. Mm-hmm. We've converted 2 of them into offices, but we can definitely convert them back as we hopefully have grandchildren one day. Awesome. But so this is the living area, and we love our kitchen. My husband, he likes to do a lot of cooking, and this has been his dream kitchen. So we have the 2 pendants that LTX gave us or allowed us to put in, wood cabinetry with the tops a little bit more customized for us, and then the microwave oven unit, and then the stove top separately. So we just love the kitchen, and we spend a lot of time in here while we're watching sports or whatever, and it's just really lovely.
It looks perfect, and I love the coffee bar area right there.
Oh yeah, we do too. If you come this way, I'll show you the primary bedroom.
Okay, great.
And it's on one side of the house by itself. In the normal, I think this is the sage. In the normal sage, the closet would have been here, but LTX worked with us, and we are going to keep that open. Our plan is to build a big window here over the next month. Awesome. So we're going to have a nice big view. But we took that closet and we converted what was the laundry area, hall, and the laundry room, and converted that into a closet.
Awesome.
And so we'll come in here. The bedroom is one of our favorite places. Yes. We have a nice view from the bedroom. When again, we're not putting anything really in the way of the views around here. And then on this side is the bathroom. LTX worked with us again for a double-headed shower, and it's like a huge walk-in shower. And we've got lots of great benefits coming in. And then we've got a closet for the
toilet.
Yes. So again, nice wood cabinetry that they worked on with us, and we have floor to ceiling tiling going on in there. So
lovely.
Yeah.
It's very peaceful in here, isn't it?
It is. We love it up here. And the fans, the carpet, the flooring, all kind of flow together. Ashley at LTX was tremendous in helping me figure out, because I am not interior motivated, but she definitely was. And so this is the closet area that we converted from the laundry room, and we've got nice built-in shelves. The folks who did the cabinetry for the kitchen and the bathrooms worked with us and got us built-in dressers and closets, and just very nice, very, very good and very sleek for us.
So cool.
So we enjoy our closet, and it's nice and tucked away. And then from there, we'll come over to the other bedrooms,
okay, I'll
which
follow
we've
you.
converted into a couple of offices. This front room faces the road, which I like because this is my office that I've converted from the bedroom. And I like this space because I can see if a delivery is being made or someone's coming up. And we actually have a community that likes to walk their pets, and we have a dog, and he gets to like watch for his friends. So this is just a nice kind of check out the neighborhood area while I work.
Love it.
And then the middle room, my husband converted into his office. So we both work for technology companies. We are, back full time going into the office, but we also work from home.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then in between the last bedroom and that office is a full bathroom with a tub and a really great vanity. And again, it's got floor to ceiling tile, And it's just, to us, all the details were just so beautiful. How Ashley and Colton and the team like paid attention to all the details for us. We asked for high roofs, so we got 10-foot ceilings across the entire house. We don't have a lot of area for space, like we don't have a lot of closets to put things in. But we used the elevation of the ceiling to put things like in the garage. That has really like been a game saver for us. And then above my closet, I have like the boxes for clothes storage for myself. And then he's got storage in that closet, and I've got storage that's, and it's pretty minimal, but it's nice to have the elevation to do that.
Absolutely, good use of space. And I love in the bathroom, there's a window. It's so nice to have that natural light.
Yes. And then this last bedroom is our guest bedroom. And this is where folks can come and stay with us. My son and my daughter have come to stay, and we've given them the other view at the back of the house so that they can have a nice look-see. And we've kept our closet here kind of hotelish, like there's a luggage rack and an ironing board, and that's pretty much it in this closet.
How sweet.
So it's kind of like a home away from home.
It would be fun to be a guest here.
Yeah. And then the lovely spot is this back porch area, and we've got our pup here, Loki. He likes to sunbathe out here and look at things. Come on in. And so when we come out, this is where I like to have my wine at the end of the day, or my coffee in the morning.
Yes.
And so it's just really sweet and nice. And we enjoy the sunrises coming on this way, and we enjoy the sunsets coming on that way. So we get both worlds.
So amazing and luxurious.
It's really sweet.
And your flooring is beautiful here.
Yeah, so we have tiled flooring out here, mainly because, and I think you'll see a little later, the elevation of the house. We had to have a specific type of tile based off of the city codes. And there's a lot of things that we paid attention to for the city codes, but LTX actually helped us get the right things, but with a nice elegance to it. So this tile matches the LVH that's in there quite closely. And so it's a nice flow that comes out here.
Yes, it does all flow very nicely.
Yeah. So, and the details, they did great with the porch railing here. Most of the houses that get sold don't have a railing because they're close enough to the ground. But we're like,
oh yeah,
we're 20 something feet up above the ground from here. And city ordinance is like something like if you're 3 feet up or something like that, you have to have a barrier. So we also have a walkout basement down there, and they had to put that up here too because it's still too high. But we love this kind of slope. That means nobody can actually build behind us.
Right.
And we have our neighbors to the left of us, and they're great, but there's still a lot of trees and privacy. And then over here, you could build, but it's still pretty slopey, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But that's one of the things I really enjoyed about LTX is that we looked at a lot of their homes before we saw this one, and their lots. They pay attention to their lots, and then they decide what house they're going to put on that lot. And it's so much nicer than master community plans because they're just trying to sell a square space of a certain type. But LTX, locally owned, they actually take time to figure out, is this the space that will please somebody, that will make them feel good. And when I first saw this spot with nothing on it, but they had just cleared the land, it resonated a lot with me, and we just went under contract right away just because the lot that they had chosen was just the best thing ever. And then we figured out the house that we wanted to have here.
So you would say they're pretty easy to work with?
They're so easy. They're more than easy. They like to make it so easy that you ask why you didn't do it sooner, type of thing. So they're great family to work with, and they made us feel, and we still feel a lot like family. They'll do drive-bys and come by and check on us, but yeah, they made it super easy.
Wonderful. So would you recommend LTX to your friends and family?
Oh yeah, definitely. And we've already started to talk to some of our friends and family, and they're in considerations. Like we have some friends that are going into empty nest mode, and then we have others that are starting families, and we have our own kids. And everybody loves this area. We just, everybody wants this, and I'm like, no, you got to go find your own.
Find your
this.
own.
So
This is a very special spot.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about, I mean, obviously your home is beautiful and so much to love here, and your view. What do you love about the Lago Vista community?
You know, it is a small town atmosphere because we are far enough away from the Austin area that we don't get all that Austin noise. I'm from an island here in Texas. I'm from Port Aransas, and I grew up before Port Aransas really developed on this island of like 800 people. And we rode our bikes everywhere, and we just knew everybody. And I go into the store and I see folks that I'm, meeting here now, and our community up here on Barkay, they do a lot of walking of pets, and we have, you saw Loki, and whenever the sun comes up, we kind of know the timing now, and we understand when everybody's going to walk, and we go out and we just have a nice little walk around of all these hills, which can be very exhausting, but it's really nice. And the actual parks and the area down there, it's very lovely. I can't wait for the weather to warm up. We moved in November, so we weren't really able to take advantage yet of all that. But it looks great, and I'm very excited about it because I like being on the water.
Yes,
So.
and you're very close to the water.
Yeah.
So how did the house do during our most recent freeze?
It did fine. Our electricity bill has been really manageable compared to like where we have been. And the wind up here, it gets very windy. And so I was kind of afraid we would have, wind chill a lot up here. But everything about the quality of the house against the wind, as well as we've had some hard rains, and then we get a lot of fog sometimes, which just comes in and settles around the house. The pipes have done great. We put the little styrofoam things on the end of the faucets, and we, dripped our faucets just because we grew up that way. But honestly, there was no problems at all. There's
Good
been
to
no
hear.
problems.
Wonderful.
Again, Ashley, I didn't know what to do with the yard, but I told her, I said, I want something very low maintenance. Our whole plan was to be like gone a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And so she asked about xeriscape, and we had never done it, but I'd seen some really pretty yards. And so I was like, okay. And we have this big slope that comes down. And so she helped kind of imagine the slates here and how it was going to work. And so this is kind of what I'll call Ashley's view. And it is a beautiful view as you go down.
Oh my goodness.
Or even from up there. And we're going to have a deck put on that'll have stairs come down direct.
Great.
But this is actually nice if you just want to stand up there and come down midway, and then at nighttime the lights here come on. It's really sweet.
Oh, wow.
And so this is kind of how Ashley dealt with the challenge we were faced with, like, how do we get to the walkout basement? And she had a brainchild, and we were like, okay, we'll do it.
This is amazing.
And so this is the walkout basement underneath the porch that we were on upstairs.
Yes.
And we've got plans for down here, but we're going to work on that after we get the deck put on. We're going to have a Japanese jacuzzi down there.
Yes.
This will be more like a spa area for us.
Oh, wonderful.
My kids are like, you could put some walls in and you could have 2 apartments.
I know. I was thinking that too. So much you could do, but sitting in a jacuzzi with this view, I can't think of a better use.
Yeah, and the greenery around here is we just love it so much.
Yeah, and
We're
that it's
so
always
lucky.
green. I love that.
Yeah. So this is kind of, we moved in and we had a few things that we need to put someplace, but we've got to wait for the deck to come in, and then we can get we can get cracking on the outside.
Fun.
I found myself not going to the upstairs. I found myself coming down here and just being a little bit more, the breeze is coming through, the sun comes in a different way, and it's just so quiet right here. Right
Just
here.
peaceful with nature and being quiet. I love it.
So we really are. And again, the details, they put the nice wood pillars up. They painted them the bronze green that I was looking for. Ashley was like, yeah, we can do whatever you want. And she helped me kind of figure out the colors I wanted down here. And then they put the fencing here because, again, city code, you can only have so much between you and the ground. And they had to put this up, and they did it very quickly. And we were closing on the 31st of October so that we could be in, LTX was done on the 31st and we could be in on the 1st, so they got the inspector to come out. And at first they they didn't have this up here because they thought we were meeting city codes. And the inspector came out and he goes, you got to have this up here within like 2 hours. They had it up, and we were still on schedule. So it was the last thing to stay on schedule. And they have been so great as far as like what we could do during build, what we could do after build, making recommendations. Like the folks who came out and did the xeriscaping was their folks to do it, and Ashley handled the whole thing. And it was just, and Colton has been just wonderful too. Colton, Ashley, the whole crew. And then they do four-wheeling during inspection time. They took us on a four-wheeling drive while the inspector wasn't here, so that because we were waiting to move in.
Oh, sweet. That's what I love about the LTX family. They want their customers to feel like a part of their family,
and we do.
That's a good report. I love that they stop by to visit.
Yeah, they do. All right, so the way we dealt with the washer and dryer situation, because we changed the laundry room into a closet for the primary bedroom, is I went back to how I grew up, and we put the LTX made it possible for us to put the washer and dryer in here into the garage. And so we built this as our laundry area. And this garage is big enough that I can bring my baby here. But again, at the top of the ceiling, you'll see we have a good storage area. And it's just really, I mean, it's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. We have more up there, and I don't have enough to put up there.
Yeah, wonderful use of space.
So,
for sure.
And then this is the door back into the house. So, and it comes right across from the primary bedroom. So it's almost like the laundry room is off the primary bedroom.
Yeah, totally. And I noticed you had a sink in the garage. That's something LTX does. That's so nice.
So one of the things, we took a look at the Sage on Liberty, and we were kind of thinking, okay, what are we going to do about the laundry area, because we knew we were going to do these changes. And so we went out to the Sage out there, and they were about 2 weeks ahead of us. And we went out there one day. We got so excited because we could see they were going to put that sink in there. We're like, oh, they have plumbing in the garage. We can do this. We can do this. And so we worked on that with everybody, and we got it in the garage. So it was all good.
And I don't think that's a typical add-on for new builds. I think that's an extra feature for most builders that you have to pay for. So the fact that it's included is really nice.
And it was a nice surprise. And again, I've never had anything like that. But now that I've had one, I would not have one again. Yep. So they're wonderful to have.
Very good.
Yeah.
So I want to introduce you to this sweet dog named Loki. He's my new friend. And he's super special to the LTX family because he is the state of Texas dog, which is a Blue Lacy. And we've just named our newest floor plan the Blue Lacy.
Honestly, they're true pack animals. They love the heat. They love the cold. They love to run. We can't run him enough or walk him enough, even on these hills. He's so energetic, and we just love him to pieces.
What a good boy you are. Thank
It
you
was
so
great
much for
to see you,
having me.
Cynthia.
I love your home.
Thank you. Come back and see us anytime.
Okay, I will.
For real. Wine on the back porch anytime.
I think that sounds lovely.
All right.
Thank you.
Go Vikings.
Go Vikings.